Hi, everybody. We are officially live for Chapter 12 of Sanguine Dominion. We are sans the wonderful Mandy. Feel better. They will be with us next week. But tonight we have the incredibly talented cast of your boy Big playing Texas, Trav McFagan's Brendan playing Uptown, the Daryl Dorsey playing Deacon, and our wonderful witchy Tremere, Captain Charmy playing December. And I am your host, storyteller. What's my name again? Aaron. So, I'm Story Dad. What's up, everybody? When last we left off, we were discussing how short Daryl was. 5'3", rumor has it. But actually what happened was a collective of little vignettes allowing our coterie to sort of gather themselves and try to make sense of the death of Lavali, what the repercussions of that were going to be, and in fact what the next step should be. We've seen the story of Deacon, his little tete-a-tete with Mario, his Mala, Uptown's subterfuge and espionage attempts into the Camarilla, December's peeling back more layers of the secrets of the Ericus fragments. But there is one individual here that we have not seen what their conduct has been since the death of Lavali. And I would say, that individual likely has the most to unpack when it comes to the events of that evening. That would be our own Brujah rabble rouser, Texas. Texas where would we find you? What part of town would you be prowling in after picking up the trail of an individual who was connected to former Primogen Christian Lavali?
I think in this particular moment, Texas finds himself probably in a place to where he wouldn't normally frequent. It's the center of nightlife.
Oh.
It's very loud. There's drunk people that are stumbling over each other. Just a lot of lights, a lot of movement, a lot of aimless movement. And he's stumbling across all of that aimless movement, just following that scent. Very uncomfortable. Anxiety's high, but not because he's afraid of something. He's just more so he's uncomfortable, and it's turning into frustration.
There's something that has driven Texas here. You've been following the trail of one of Lavali's ghouls. You understand that these individuals have a expiry date. Their ghoulish nature sticks around about as long as they have vitae to burn. Usually, you have a hard time distinguishing mortal from ghoul. It's a balancing act. Being able to truly discern just a helpful mortal, a contact, an ally, a retainer who has not been given any real vitae yet, and someone who has been infused. But strangely enough, since you have drank of the essence of Lavali, your senses have become far more keen. Sounds that would usually go unnoticed prick at your ears. Your eyes, you would think that the lights have been turned up all over the city. Almost like you've been given stigmata. An astigmatism. Lights seem a little bit too bright, but you understand. No, your palms are not bleeding. You just have too bright lights. The feeling of wind on your skin, the incredible rush of cool air when you leave a building. It's almost like you can feel the fingerprints that have been left on doorknobs. Your senses have been heightened to a point that, while not exactly comfortable, are starting to become intensely useful. And it was on one of those nights where this new supernal ability manifested that you find yourself smelling something intensely familiar in the downtown core. Near the height of Calgary's nightlife, you smell Lavali. Something that you would never mistake again. You hunt it for a little while, and eventually you see a very nervous-looking weasel of a man in a nightclub wearing a tweed suit, a turtleneck, slacks, dress shoes, looking entirely out of place. You probably could have used your powers of deduction to recognize the fact that he's not meant to be here even without the intense aroma of the one that you drank fully, but there he is, sitting in a corner away from the rest of the crush of the crowd. As you make your way, you see him get up. And it seems as if he is going to leave the establishment, and he has not seen you yet. I would like the very first thing that we do this evening be a wits plus streetwise, please. If it is a better score, I would also accept a dexterity.
I'm going to go dexterity streetwise, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's 4 successes.
You're no stranger to tailing someone. Usually, it would be on a street bike or watching from a rooftop, perhaps staking out in a van. But you understand the dynamic of keeping distance and not allowing your quarry to perceive that they're being followed. How long do you pursue this man as he makes his way out of the building, across the parking lot, to stand beside, fumbling with his keys, a Kia Soul?
I wait until he drops his keys to where he has to bend down and grab them. And then I stand right at the end of the Kia Soul. And Texas is actually laughing at that. He's saying, that is ridiculous.
The keys clatter to the ground, and as his cold fingers try to wrap around the now slush-covered key fob, he hears the chuckle come from the edge of the vehicle. His head whips up.
You get good gas mileage in this thing?
There are many reactions that you have seen to your presence. Texas is a large individual, imposing, deep-voiced, powerful build. You also present as a predator of the night, which drives the survival instincts of normal mortals to the nth degree. You've seen this look before. It is cold, sweating, abject, frozen fear. His voice barely gets out the words, "How did you find me?"
You stink, son. I smell you from a mile away.
You're here to kill me, aren't you?
That's right.
The man
No.
stands up straight. He puts the keys in his pocket, and his back straightens. Fixes his tie. Okay.
Oh, really? No running, no begging for your life. You're not going to offer me anything. You're not going to call me out my name. We're just going to take it like a man. Is that what we're going to do?
Dying a man to a fucking monster doesn't feel so bad. So if you're gonna do this, make it quick.
I respect that. Tex walks over to him, and he dusts a little bit of snow off of his coat. He fixes his collar. He straightens him up. And he grabs him by the face. And he goes, "I don't really like ghouls. You smell vermin. Bet you if I offered you some blood right now, you'd take it. Wouldn't you, son?"
From a fucking bruja? I'd rather eat shit.
That's real interesting. And he still has his hands on his face, and he goes, "Tell me, why don't you like me so much? Why am I such a monster to you?"
You kill without thinking, and you took away the only fucking thing I had left.
And as he's talking, he's squeezing the sides of his face.
You hear, as I presume you activate lethal body,
Mhm.
you hear the crunch of bone, the snap of ligaments, and the stoicism that you saw before drains away as the pain overwhelms this man. Trigger warning for those at home: violence and gore. His brow cracks, and you see his face fold in on itself. His nose is rent asunder. His ocular cavity crumbles under your iron hands. Blood and viscera coat your hands, his neck, your wrists, and starts dripping down, steaming to the ground. His voice cries out for about as long as it takes for you to crush what is left of his windpipe underneath your hands.
Yeah, keep going. Tell me how much I'm a fucking monster. And you can see Texas's fangs descend, and then as his mouth widens, you can see a second set of canines ascend from his bottom jaw. Keep screaming.
Uptown.
Yeah.
It is an unfortunate sight. You see... Do I not have a scene for this? I don't think I have a scene for Uptown and Tex.
First time for everything, baby.
I suppose so, yeah. All right, we're going to go back to the 6. That's my bad. Yeah, there actually isn't. Well, fuck me.
There you go.
Uptown, as you and Modi pull up to the club, having trailed Texas, you see in the darkened parking lot a man have his skull crushed by your friend and coterie member, Texas. You have auspex.
Yeah.
Do you have heightened senses?
Yes, I do.
You catch the gruesome details, as well as that second strange set of fangs that extend out of the bottom jaw of Texas. What do you do?
The first thing out of Uptown's mouth is, Modi, find a place to park where we can leave quickly. I'm getting out. And he gets out of the car.
Modi parks nearby.
Uptown, assuming that I'm interpreting what you're saying about Texas's new senses correctly, Uptown doesn't hide himself. He's not obfuscating. He's not doing anything like that. And he hears the click of well-polished dress shoes on the pavement and ice. The crunching of that hard snow underneath. And a smell and a smell that is familiar, but all of a sudden much more powerful for Uptown's cologne.
On a dime, Tex spins around, and like you can see, like in an instant, like this glare sheen across his eyes, and he sees you. He's like, sorry, I was busy. You need something?
Texas, you're a good dude. We both know this isn't funny.
It was kind of funny the way that he's like, you're a fucking monster, and it was a little funny.
You and I should chat, pal.
Yeah, we can talk. Right now, right here. You want to go somewhere else?
I think this should be cleaned up first, and then we'll go somewhere else. Do you want me to do it, or can you?
I can do it. That's fine.
Okay. See the big fuck off thing with the spinning rims over there? That's Modi. We'll be waiting.
All right. Just give me like 10, 15 minutes. That's fine.
As Texas cleans up the mess of this man, whom he did not even know the name of, Uptown, do you return to Modi?
I look down at the guy.
Yeah.
And I kind of take a sniff just to get a whiff of him and his vibe, and just try to figure out what I can about him at a glance.
Give me a wits plus awareness.
Can I do wits and investigation profiling?
I wouldn't say sniffing the scent of viscera is profiling,
Okay.
but I will allow investigation.
Okay. So wits and investigation. Do I add heightened senses?
100%.
Can I add? Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8 for phosphorus. 4 successes.
It's obvious to you that the body laying here contained Kindred Vitae. Beyond that, you smell adrenaline. You smell
cortisol.
Sweat, cortisol. You smell the telltale signs of someone who died terrified and in pain.
Okay. And then Uptown turns and walks back to Modi.
Tex, can I get a wits plus subterfuge to clean this up?
Two successes.
You do a damn good job. Can you please describe how exactly you deal with a brutalized corpse in order to not have the powers that be discover it?
Yeah. This is an outdoor parking lot.
Yes, lots of snow, a very large parking complex. He parked far away. This wasn't something that was going to, draw a lot of attention.
Okay. Is this a multi-level or is it just
Singular level, a parking lot adjacent to the club.
got it? This is Central City, and I'm not, and I've never been to Canada, but I'm just thinking, if it's Central City, if this is a parking lot adjacent to where the club is, I'm pretty sure there's a long string of clubs. There is a trash compactor that's in the back because of a city ordinance. It kind of has to be back there. Tex
Maybe
dumps him
even
in the
an
trash
incinerator.
compactor. Ooh, that's real nice. I'm
But
gonna dump
yes.
him in that incinerator.
You dump the body into an incinerator. With 2 successes, as you carry this pile of viscera, there are mortals that are standing outside the club in the back, smoking, vaping. They pay you very little mind. Looks like you're just taking out the trash. You carry it right. These are just regular people minding their business. Uptown, as you get back to Modi, Modi sits in the G-Wagon, with the spinners, and asks, so Texas just killed that fucking guy, hey?
Yeah, for sure.
Saw that, hey?
Mm-hmm.
He's not having a good time.
Oh no, he's so fucked up right now. So fucked up.
It's because of what
I
went
think so.
down at the.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a chat with him.
You sure that's a good idea?
No,
Your head's not that much less squishable than that guy.
I can make him stop if I need to.
Can you?
Are you guys gonna unlock this or not?
Yep.
Guess we'll find out.
The G-Wagon unlocks. You do see
Hey.
A 6-inch lift kit, spinner rimmed, neon underlit G-Wagon. In a G-Wagon.
Where did he find Spreewells in 2025?
The internet.
That's true.
It is canon that he's a dark web fucking hacker man. So
He's also just got Google Foo. Like, fucking, I'm sure I could find them given enough time. Christ. He's not picking them up at it doesn't matter. He's not going to Mopar about it. So, Modi looks in the back. Hey, Tex.
Hey, going on?
You look normal.
Thank you. You look annoying. Like, it's normal? What's okay? Where are we going?
I don't know.
Modi, you know that place where I told you the story about the nos that I gave the thing to in the middle of fucking nowhere? Let's go there.
That's fucking random street?
Yeah.
Okay. Modi kicks the wagon into gear and takes you to the corner of 58th Street and Riverland Boulevard. A random regular
Abandoned street.
Not even abandoned, just a regular residential adjacent area. Park structures, stop signs, no street lights, where it's very innocuous.
Uptown sees the park and is like, yes, good. Very
yeah.
good, right there.
And Modi parks the wagon and says,
We'll be a few.
"You kids have fun."
Thanks, Modi.
Before he gets out, like Texas puts his hands like over the seat on Modi's shoulders and goes, "Hey, you're not trying to kill me, are you?"
No.
Texas, quit tormenting
All right.
the poor guy. Come on.
Smacks him in the cheek.
I've never. Yeah.
Uptown walks out into the park. And he sits down in one of the swings and starts slowly going back and forth. And as he's doing so, he's not really paying attention. And he says, Texas, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm tired. It's fucking late.
You and me both know that sleep won't help when it's your soul that's fucking tired, Texas. Shoot straight with me. Something's fucking going on with you. And you're not going to tell Deacon because he needs to know that everything's on lock. You're not going to tell December because you don't want her to worry about you. And you're not going to tell Lupe because there's no guarantee she'll care.
So why should I tell you? Where do you fit in that little diagnosis?
I'm the one who's closest to where your fucking head's at right now.
All the more reason for me not to tell you shit. How are you going to help?
Well, misery loves company.
I've been by myself for a long time.
You're right, you have.
What? Uptown. I had a scent, and it was bothering me. So I went to go take care of it.
Enlighten me. What was so bothersome about it?
You're not going to let this go, are you?
Not a fucking chance, man. I've been in the fucking field exactly the same way you have. I can see that look in your eye. Something's fucked, and it's not going away. I know you're waking up in the middle of the fucking daytime screaming, or clawing, or drenched in sweat.
See, now, if that was the case, Uptown, then that would just be a normal day. I've done that before. I've had the nightmares. I've had the screaming fits. I've had the yell matches. That's normal. I can deal with that. This.
What's not
something else.
normal? What's not normal?
I could smell them. Everywhere.
What do you mean, smell them? Him?
Him. LaValle. That's why I was here. I don't fucking know who the hell that was, but I knew that they smelled like him. And I don't like that.
Uptown narrows his gaze a little bit. You know Auspex now, don't you?
Gesundheit. What did you say?
Auspex, the sight, the power of the blood that is heightened perception and senses. Same thing me and December do.
No, December, she has like this cute witchy thing about her. I don't know what you do. But no, I don't have, my senses have always been, explain. Is this something that you
know how you
can do?
Yeah, this is something I can do. The heightened senses. I heard the last gasps of that man from inside my car. The same way you smell him all over the place and you catch the scent. I do the same shit.
Well, then maybe that's what it is.
That's also.
But it doesn't feel like a gift as you're presenting it.
That's because a lot of the time it's sometimes a curse. just like all the rest of the powers that we have.
Some of them are kind of nice.
In the end, they all become a bastardized version of something super, don't they?
Yeah, well. Still super. So what are you telling me? Right? Because I can smell Lavali everywhere that this is a haunting for me because I ate him.
I'm not.
It needed to happen.
I'm not saying it's a haunting. I'm saying that guy was a ghoul. And you're telling me he smelled like Lavali.
Yeah.
So when Lavali bit the dust, he wasn't Lavali's servant anymore. That's how that works. So why did you kill him?
Told you. Because he smelled like him. And it's bothersome. Uptown. I don't like it. It's like getting sprayed by a skunk. Okay? It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's pissing me off. And I smelled it on him. I don't give a shit if he was a ghoul and kissed my ass. Fucking bottom feeder anyway. If I would have offered him the ounce of any of my blood, he would have took it. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you to call that dude an innocent fucking pawn in that ivory tower shithead's game a bottom feeder? We're anarchs, Texas. That's not what we're about.
I don't know what the fuck we're about uptown, but all I know is he's fucking gone and I don't smell him anymore. So we can continue this disagreement if you want to, or you can start telling me what's going on. Because as I see it, if I smell it, I'm going to get rid of it.
So let me rephrase that in a way that might get through to you. That's cold-blooded, premeditated murder on the basis of he smelled annoying. Do you see how fucking crazy that sounds? And I know coming from
$10 million to make it seem like somebody was doing stupid on the internet. And this is crazy to you?
Listen, I know it might sound rich coming from me, but when I'm telling you that, and anyone else listening in on this conversation would agree with me right now, Texas, that is fucking crazy. I come from a clan of lunatics, but we're also seers and wise men. Right?
Texas gets real close to uptown, like almost nose to nose.
Doesn't back away an inch.
Didn't expect you to. So what do you want to fucking do, uptown? You gonna stop me? You gonna go tell somebody? Who you gonna tell?
Nah, man, I don't make your decisions for you. That's not what anarchs are about. However, that's not gonna stop me from telling you you're being a fucking piece of shit when you're killing people in cold blood.
I'm not killing people in cold blood. He stunk of Lavali. Wasn't that my job? Wasn't that my mission before we went into that fucking building? To stop Lavali at all costs. I did it. And I'm still fucking doing it.
You're fucking lost in the sauce, pal. Mission's over.
He's still out here, uptown. I can smell it. It's right here. I seem to be the only one who's focused. While you tiptoe in the night, talking to who you want to talk to, while Deacon flaunts his wealth and whatever the fuck makes his dick hard. Lupe bouncing from her ministry fucks, and Miss December trying her best to keep us all together. I'm the one who's still fucking focused. It's still out there. And I'm gonna get rid of it. So now what?
Texas, I'm going to tell you when I look at you, what I see, and then I'm going to tell you when I look at you, what I don't see. And then we're going to drop you right back off where you were, and you can make your choices, however the chips may fall. When I look at you, Texas, I see a man who asks strength of himself in order to grow and solve his problems. And that is an admirable trait. Don't get me wrong. You are fearless, and there are not many in this city who could stop you when you set your mind to something. And when I look at you, I don't see the wisdom to know that using strength to solve your problems is why they feel so heavy. Set the briefcase down for a bit, pal. Set it down. Put it down and walk away for a minute. You said, right at the beginning when we all got together, what did you ask the Baron for?
To be left the fuck alone.
You didn't lie to us when you said that. You did lie to yourself. You don't want to be left alone. You want what being left alone grants you. You want peace, Texas. Peace in yourself and peace with those around you. But you know our kind well. You know that when we all get together, the blood starts spilling. And you and I are the exact same way in that we're way too fucking tired of it.
You have a good night, Uptown. I don't need the ride.
You're seen, Texas. And I know that's uncomfortable.
What do you want to do now? You want to fucking hug about it? I said good night.
No, I want you to fucking hit me or something else like that. You think this is fucking comfy for me? You think I like this?
No, but you're out here and you're giving me the wonderful Barney Turner phrases. You're seen. I hear you. We're alike. We're the same. We're not the same, Uptown.
I know we're not. Trying to make us the same, trying to find a way to put myself in your shoes is how we build community.
Do you want to find a way? Go
Sure.
snap the neck of Modi. You tell me if you feel the same as me. Huh? You find that in yourself. To push whatever it is that you have aside and you finish the job. Then you come find me.
When's the
If
job
not, you
over?
just...
When's the
Job's
job
never
over?
over.
Yes, it is.
Job's
Texas.
never over.
You're right. We aren't alike. I know when the job's over.
Yeah. So when someone dies, Uptown, you should know better than I.
I already watched it happen with Rachel.
That's what I'm saying. You should know better than I. I haven't finished. Now what?
Good night.
Night.
Uptown walks away.
Oh, and just a food for thought, Uptown. You could have stopped me at any time. And I know you could. But you watched.
I didn't think I had to. And he
That's
gets
the
in the
first
car.
time you didn't think. Fucker.
And after he gets in the car, he says to himself, I hoped I didn't have to. Where Texas can't hear.
We're going to zoom out from Texas and Uptown. A few days go by between that altercation and the gathering of the coterie. The Only person who isn't present is Lupe, having been called away in order to deal with some sermons. Her temple is busy, and so is the Wolf's Den, her new club. Whether you all believe that, or if it isn't something else, is up to you. Where do you think you would gather collectively to discuss the events of the last week, as well as the events that happened at the Chantry?
I feel like December would go to the club as the easiest
The MC.
way to, yeah.
Okay.
Uptown will probably get a text from somebody at some point and then show up.
Yeah,
Does
December
any-
will impact Uptown.
Does anyone else get invited besides the Coterie?
Don't really have anybody else to invite.
Deacon is not going to invite anyone else. I would also posit that no one has seen Deacon this entire time. He's been sequestered by himself this entire time. Fox is probably the only one that's actually reached out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have.
That's even more reason to go to the MC.
Okay.
Right.
Perfect.
For the tea.
You gather at the MC. I'm having a moment. Does anyone here
Wave?
recall the name? No, I remember the wave. Does anyone here recall the name of the front desk clerk?
Oh, the older lady who's in charge.
Hold on, it's in my. It's
Yeah.
in my note.
I have it in my notes. I would not be able to pour through them in time.
The only term that's coming to mind is lot lizard, but that's not very nice to
Lot
say.
lizard? Lot lizard.
Phyllis.
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 That's it.
Thank you. I keep wanting
I don't
to
know
say
why Loretta
Beatrice.
just kept popping in my head.
Beatrice for me. Old
I
white
have a
lady.
note title. Wave employees.
Tremendous.
Mhm.
I love that. Phyllis is the only other individual that is present. And as everybody filters in, can it be assumed that Deacon was already there?
Deacon's late. Deacon's the one that
Deacon's
he was not there.
late.
This is not his place. This is a place that he got for Texas. He does not. He only spends his
Okay.
time here when he has to,
Gotcha.
or when it's wave business. Otherwise, he's away at his office or
Okay.
his home.
Tremendous. So, Phyllis greets Deacon last. Where you been?
Day job.
Doubt it.
I've been catching up on a lot of cases that have crossed my desk, and a few that haven't. Have I missed anything important? Anything I need to take care of?
Somebody left you a note. You ain't been here so fucking long that you got mail piling up.
It's been a week.
When I was young, if I went missing from my best friend's house for too long, they'd put out a search party for me. You ain't been here in a week. Haven't heard shit from you. You haven't shadowed this door. And now, I got strange people leaving notes on the door for you. You're fucking lucky. I did not show Texas this note.
Oh, but you read it.
Of course I read it. Of course I read it. She slaps it down on the table. Who's this hussy? You see the distinct handwriting of Fox.
Okay. There were 3 options.
Okay, Mamma Mia.
That's the most underrated joke today.
Yeah.
So good.
Uptown and December says that to Uptown from the other room because we can hear with heightened senses, and he's fucking dying laughing the whole time.
Well, there's 3 options. One of whom I will absolutely ask you to never refer to as a hussy. And no, it's not.
So what's this
what
about?
does it say?
The note reads, Big D, I have an invitation to a gala event. There is supposed to be some hoity-toity bullshit going down in the university in about a week. If you aren't there, and I'm not on your arm, I'm going to make a big fucking mess, and I'm going to say you made me do it. And signed at the bottom, F-bomb.
In his head, he just goes, I just saw you.
This note looks a little bit older, like maybe from before you two met up.
Oh. Nope. Oh. Okay.
Can I get you to
Fill
please
Yes.
make me an intelligence plus finance?
Oh God, is it gonna cost me something? My true weakness, intelligence and finance. Let me. I'm gonna blood surge to add 2 die because I have no dots in finance.
It's been known.
I get hungrier.
Okay. I love that for you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure.
I've got more voices than the mouth caving going on in my head. I don't care anymore. That is 1, 2. That is 4 successes.
You recall a certain individual, not terribly long ago, making a very massive donation to the university on your behalf. And you have a sudden moment of panic. You've been busy. You've been very busy. And you check your email. Dear Mr. Hill, you are cordially invited to the Deacon Hill Gala for the Arts. We are throwing this event in your honor in the name of your incredibly generous contribution to our university made some weeks ago. You are able to attend with a +1. There will be a short function drinks, food, a tour of the gallery, and then a short speech will be made thanking you and all of the contributions that you have made.
Realizing who this could only be to have done this, and knowing none of my money was used in this, which is the most important bit. It was someone else's money. When is the gala take place?
1 week from now.
1 week. Okay. 1 week from now. If you were just like, yeah, it takes place tomorrow night, I think Deacon would be a bit more upset. 1 week from now, he can spin this. He then focuses on the laughter coming from the other room and says to Phyllis, Phyllis, two things. I appreciate you. It's why I pay you for what you do.
Not enough, but yeah.
What's not enough?
Whatever you're paying me.
Do you not even know?
You think I don't know how much money is in my bank account?
No. Actually, no. After that sentence, I don't think you do.
Deacon Hill, you got money. You can pay me more. Anyway,
I do.
Go on.
Do.
Tell me
can.
more. Tell me more about how much you appreciate me.
Non-snarkily, phones do work two ways. And sometimes my work does take me away for a very long time. If I'm unable to call you, or if I go into that type of spiral, you are more than welcome to reach out. And I promise you, I will reach out quickly and promptly as soon as I'm able. But if
She
I'm
holds
away,
out a hand. I was getting my nails did. I didn't have time.
Can't text with those. Gotcha.
Me text?
Well, since apparently I'm getting letters, you can write me a letter. Oh wait, no one knows where I live. Shit, I guess my mail would come here then. Damn it. Okay, I'll try to drop in at least once a week, I guess. I forgot how living a secretive life can sometimes hamper things when you own certain businesses where people see you all the time. Granted, this is the only one where you all are on a first-name basis. Everywhere else is Mr. Hill.
When I talk about you, which is seldom, you are Mr. Deacon Hill. I will say this, though. I gotta be honest. Between you and me, and potentially F-bomb, you might be Big D for a little while.
Phyllis, I've been Big D for quite a long time.
Uptown pokes his head out at this point and goes, "Hey, Mr. Wayne, your boardroom awaits."
Thank you. That'll be all Pennyworth.
Phyllis goes back to playing Candy Crush on her phone.
I leave $1,000. Here's a bonus.
She takes the crisp stack of hundreds, I would have to imagine.
Yeah.
And she tucks it into her bra. And she takes a look at her hands, which are completely covered in tattoos. She says, "Yeah, I could do the palms."
Yeah, I'm sure I pay you enough, and it all goes to the ink.
Not enough.
Yeah, it's never enough.
You walk into the other room. Texas, December, Uptown. You've all been hearing this fucking exchange.
Uptown's been laughing while organizing the tool chests. By alphabetical order, not sizes.
Do not do that. You're gonna fuck. If I lose my 10mm, I swear to God.
Don't worry. I went out and bought you an entire drawer full of 10mm, and he pulls out the top drawer. It's all 10mm.
I'm fine.
I'm organizing it by alphabetical order now.
So, as Deacon enters the room, a man coalesces in the corner. Longtooth.
Off town goes,
Finally.
what
God,
the
you're all
fuck?
here now? Jesus, fucking took you long enough. Ugh.
Most of us, anyway.
Yeah, this dickhead fucking takes goddamn 10 years. Sorry, Mr. Dickhead.
There it is. There it is.
I say with all due respect, I'm sorry. Everybody gets a taste.
Damn,
What we heard now is big dickhead.
All right. I'm sure you're wondering why I called this meeting. I didn't. Where's Lupe?
Indisposed, I guess.
Don't matter. Anyway, wanted to do this with everybody. Y'all made a fucking mess. Big time.
What else is new?
Real quick, before you get mad at me for knowing all your deep and dark and dirty secrets, I've been watching Mr. Lavallee for a hot fucking minute. Who you think went in and crushed all them wards? Who you think went and cleaned up? Before any of y'all got there. LT, Longtooth, that's me. I did it.
You didn't clean very thoroughly, Longtooth.
I what?
You didn't clean up very thoroughly. If
Listen.
that's what you claim to have done.
Listen, hey, first of all, so I was down there. He seems a little bit at a loss for words.
Aaron, just out of character, is this the guy who cut me free when Lavallee had me captive?
No.
Okay. So this is somebody I've never met before then.
Likely he's an Anarch, but yeah.
Okay, so I've met him before, but I had no idea he was involved in any of this. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So, sloppy cleanup or not, I tried to help. I tried to help out. Which one of you did it?
Doesn't matter.
Actually, I don't want to know. That's natural curiosity speaking. I want to know. But... And he looks like he's just about to... Like, he's like wound tight, about to snap. I am going to put my natural curiosity aside. I don't need to know. But that answers my question. One of you did it.
And who are you going to tell about this?
I'm not telling fucking anybody. I'm not telling anybody. This is a pat on the back and a warning. That's all. I've been nose down, ear to the street. The Camarilla were mad. The tower was pissed before, looking for a scapegoat for Strathcona. That makes sense. That's a pretty cut and dry case, right? Mystery death. Blame it on the Anarchs. Or at least put them in charge. Make sure they solve it. Or look horrible. Now Primogen's dead. Another one. Pretty publicly. He went missing a week ago. Lavallee's a man that loved his contingencies. his dead man switches and his oh so sweet little network of ghouls. Everyone knows he's dead. Nobody knows it's you yet. But they're looking. And rumor has it that Archon Grafton is the one leading that charge. There's gonna be an Elysium. They're gonna call it. And everybody's gonna have to attend. And play nice. And I have a really, really bad feeling that there's going to be some sort of play made. There's going to be a bus, and someone's getting thrown under it. That's
We
usually
need
what
to
happens.
make sure it's not us.
Well,
I need
is
to make
this-
sure of it. I
We.
do. We do. Thank
You
you.
called this meeting after all, didn't you?
Hey,
I did.
Longtooth.
I did call this. Yes. Yeah.
Longtooth, you and I know each other. We go back a fair ways. Who got you involved in this from our little group? Was it Lupe?
No, I stuck my own nose in this. Yeah, I'm friends with Lupe. Lupe's the shit.
Oh,
by the way.
okay. Yes.
But, no, a lot of this is me.
Well, here's the thing. Since the cat's already out of the bag,
Yeah.
I'm going to let another one loose that might be a mitigating factor. LaValle was there when Strathcona died. He's culpable.
Yeah, but does that fucking matter? So,
No.
let me paint this picture
does
real
not.
quick. Let me paint this picture.
Mhm.
I've been listening to both sides for a minute. Okay?
Mhm.
The Anarchs, Baron LePage and Lydia and the rest, all of you are playing catch up to a murder that happened and trying to solve it while also dealing with what's under the streets.
Mhm.
The Camarilla, their agenda hasn't fucking changed. Archon Grafton still ever so much wants y'all to be the scapegoat, to grind you under the fucking boot heel, and to control the city. Grafton wants to install some puppet and call it a day. Life goes on, the wheel keeps turning, we get ground to flour, right?
Mhm.
That hasn't changed. So, while we're trying to deal with an actual clear and present danger, Camarilla are still playing realpolitik, and they're trying to give a clinic on how to run a city and extol the masquerade and push the traditions, etc. But here's where we run into a bit of a fucking problem. We can't do it all at once. Right? We can't do all this at once. We can't solve this mystery or pin it on someone else and deal with what's under the streets and fight our beasts and keep eating people. Right? Because that's what we do.
Mhm.
I'm not the most politically savvy person in the world, but I would say this is a rock and a hard place for us, right?
Yeah.
So, what's the loaded gun that they have to our head? What is it? A fucking a sheriff coming and killing us? Is it some big bad boogeyman coming to slay us?
Gun to our head. I'm gonna be
I don't
clear
feel
with
like we
you
have
on
one.
what. I'm going to be clear with you on one thing there, Longtooth. You said we can't do it all at once. Approximately 3 of the things you mentioned are all connected anyway. So technically, yeah, you can. Grafton, the prince, the thing under the city, little tree out there.
Okay. So, I'm hearing you. That makes sense. If those are connected, wonderful. Fantastic. Let's try to solve it all at once. That's great. You and the Justice League can go and do your thing. But the fact remains that the Camarilla are acting big and tough. Grafton is this shadow sitting over the city, right?
So, you're asking how do we take the bullets out of their gun long enough for us to load ours and shoot it at our problems? Is that what I'm hearing?
How do you...
Or you're saying that's necessary?
Who do we kill next? Longtooth.
How do you, historically speaking, remove the Camarilla from a domain that they legally claim under the traditions? This is still their domain. There is still a Primogen Council. They just don't have a prince yet. Right? Baron LePage,
Dwindle them.
bless him,
Mm-hmm.
is really just an acting seneschal. Let's call it what it is, right?
Yeah.
No real powers changed hands. Truly, there was just an assassination, which we may be culpable to, allegedly. So, we sit now on the precipice of something better, where we can actually have legitimate domain. We need someone to recognize that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's our problem. We're caught up in the
So we don't have
legalese
a
of it all.
Political games.
The red
That
That
tape.
we don't have
Okay.
adequate representation. That's our problem.
No. Our problem is that we need a big dick swinging motherfucker in charge of the Anarchs that the Camarilla can't say no to.
And
No.
to sit at the table with them to decide who they approve of.
I'm saying so... How can I put this best without sounding dramatic? I think...
Just fucking spit it out.
I think we need a scapegoat. I think that we need a sacrificial lamb that will allow us to move past all of this. And I think it needs to be Camarilla.
Yeah. Huh?
And I think we need proof. Right?
How do we manufacture it well enough for it to be believable?
Well, you see, belief and representation from your peers,
Mm-hmm.
a jury, so to speak, is truly what is usually needed. We need Camarilla members in our pocket. We need dirt. We need blood bonds. We need boons. Or we need someone to infiltrate as hard as possible and become the new prince.
Not a bad plan. not a bad plan at all.
Yeah, completely. So many fucking factors happening in this city.
Tell me it doesn't boil down to one, though, Deacon. Really. It's just one big problem. And that is one that you're intimately fucking aware of. And that's respect. We have none. And we need it. They don't respect us. They don't think we're worth shit. They're waiting for us to fuck up. And now that Lavalli is dead, rest in piss, they have another bullet in their gun. They're going to try to pin this on us. And frankly, this one's going to be tough to navigate. But tempers can flare. And I see this as an opportunity. These fuckers are going to show their ass. They're going to have to. Make accusations.
Point fingers.
They're going to point fingers. There's going to be probably some testing involved. I'm not going to ask.
What kind of testing?
Well, a little bit of truth. They might ask you some questions under duress. And I'm not saying anyone did it. I'm not.
Does anyone in... Sorry, go ahead, Longtooth.
But if one of you hate him... He looks around the room. If one of you hate him, you're gonna have some hallmarks.
Yeah.
And that's fucking dangerous. And I would stay very far the fuck away from that Elysium. You'll be caught dead to rights. It's simple as that.
So I got a question. Does anyone in this room have any kind of boons or dirt enough right now to get fingers pointed at somebody in the Camarilla before they start pointing fingers at us?
I don't have any Camarilla boons, but I have one with the Baron. That's it.
That's a start. Deacon, you got anything on any of your old Cammy buddies?
Yeah.
I also think you and I should chat after this meeting
about
that particular subject. There's something I got to catch you up on that's completely irrelevant, but I've stumbled into something that you might find fascinating.
Gotcha. I was also going to say, Grafton owes me another. Well, in his head, he puts air quotes. Grafton owes me a conversation, but the air quotes is about around the name Grafton in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff is that thing under the city, Longtooth.
Yeah.
That has more to do with all the shit you're talking about than I think anyone realizes.
I mean...
Yeah, Deacon, weren't you saying that, like... What's going on... Out of character, sorry. Have you mentioned that it's in Grafton's head? Have we had that mentioned out loud in any of our previous meetings?
At no point was I ever able to actually say that out loud.
Okay, very good.
Like, we moved so quickly from thing to thing to thing, it never came out. Like,
Okay.
we went directly into that Anarch meeting, and I just never got a chance.
Yeah, okay. Deacon, I know you
Yeah.
had something to say about that fucking thing underneath and what it was doing, but what is it doing that connects it to Grafton?
Oh. It's controlling her.
Fucking excuse me?
Is what?
Well, remember the things we fought inside the
Yeah,
room?
the weird plant things. Yeah.
Yeah, the spores.
Yeah?
They had overgrown other creatures.
In her head. So when I got
So
her
you're telling
to,
me an Archon's been compromised by some other supernatural force?
Wait, above
Well,
table. We didn't find that out after the fact? Like
I knew
when they
that in the
showed
moment.
up?
Yeah,
I knew that in the moment when I dominated her. I could tell it was another
Yes.
consciousness that I was dominating and not grabbing.
Yeah, above table, Deacon is quite literally the only person that is privy to that information until right now.
Yes.
Okay. So how do we prove that? Because that's exactly the kind of fucking rocket launcher we need to point at the Camarilla to get them to fuck off.
Well, that's the other problem, Uptown, is that Grafton wasn't the only one that found their way into that room. Lavali made their way into that room. Several high-up Camarilla people made their way into that room. So while it could be the Camarilla trying to point the finger at me or us, it could be the thing underneath the sewer just trying to
Cause
steer
chaos.
all the eyes away from looking down there.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is
Mm-hmm.
every fucking Primogen, likely some of their subordinates, and the fucking Archon are... Work with me here.
The thing? No.
Supernaturally compromised by whatever presence this is.
Invasion of the
I
Body
think the thing
Snatchers.
works in it too. Yeah, the thing kind of works here too.
Okay.
It's like a
Above table, because I put together a bunch of stuff, and I believe it was was that a discussion after we went off air about what it could possibly be, or was that discussed in game? I cannot remember if I rolled an investigation to figure out what it was. I know where it's at, but I can't remember if we spoke about what it actually is that's causing all these effects.
I think we're still in the dark about that.
We are very much in the dark for what this might be.
Okay, I think I'm remembering us just spitballing
You
about
have
possibilities.
You have riffed about it, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
So what happens if you just go... Sorry, go ahead, Longtooth.
Are none of these fuckers even cam anymore? Does it fucking matter?
I don't.
It matters that they still wield the same powers
And faces.
it just can.
and faces, and apparently, because I never got a chance to say this. I was able to do some Ventru mind fuckery to what I believe was Grafton, but I'm also able to discern. I'm also able to discern when I'm doing that what mind I am touching. It wasn't Grafton's mind. I was touching something else.
Okay.
And we were told
Sorry,
by whatever was inside Lavali that the goal is to take over and make a smooth transition. The structure of the Camarilla, or whatever structure is in place, is part of what they need for whatever purpose is ahead.
So I really don't want to cast doubt on any of us. Are there any fucking anarchs that got?
Above table, there were some.
I have a list and I don't know who's Anarch and who's Cam, so...
And it was told to the Baron.
Yeah.
What I have is Lavali, David Trent, Lester, Hank Teppins, Duncan Howley, Strathcona, Modi, and Lou. Like, not everyone there participated. Not everyone in that list participated in the ritual.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Anatoly was there for what it's worth.
Oh yes, sorry, that was who that list came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh yeah, the
ALT, what's stopping you from going to the cam side and selling the information that some of them are compromised, going all the way to the top?
Why would they believe me?
They don't have to. But that seed will be planted. The doubt, the chaos, all of it. You don't have to make them believe.
I think Longtooth knows Lupe would be unhappy about that, and if you are friends in the way that you purport to be, then you'll want to keep Lupe happy.
Sure.
I think it comes down to one thing, really. We gotta get the fucking Archon.
I have a question, Longtooth. What do you know about what's in the sewer? Actually, I don't even think it's in the sewer anymore. I think a part of it's in the sewer.
I know enough to know that it's deadly and dangerous.
Mm-hmm. It can affect us.
I thought it was lupines. Truly.
Oh. You know what? You can be a part of this conversation. I know where it's at. Like, if we wanted to mount up and, like, get rid of it, I know where that's at. I figured that out.
You think we have the ability to do so?
Yeah, that's the problem.
I was just saying, that's what I was saying. I think if we can. December, you've been there.
Yes, and it was deeply unsettling, and we left quickly.
Yeah, but it turns out the wards, what we've been seeing is a small portion, or at least not even a small portion, its influence reaching out from beyond those wards, which wards stay, right, December? They like kind of stay there. It's not based around someone.
Do they have an expiration
disappear.
date?
Yeah, do they have an expiration date? Like, if you put a ward there, is it going to stay even if you like end up torpid or something?
That's a great question. Do I know that answer?
You absolutely know that answer. The wards do not have an expiration date. They will stay there for as long as the runes that they are written with in blood are not eroded.
But yeah,
So
if we
depending on
want
the
to,
experience of the practitioner, they should not be removed. Unless...
yeah, but that little house in the suburbs, that's where we'll find it. If we want to get rid of that, it'll eliminate a huge problem. Because right now, and I know I'm surrounded by olds, this is the King in the North versus the King of the Seven Kingdoms, and then there's a horde of undead coming around over here. There's like a big problem on the other side of the wall. What's an apt thing that I could say for you?
You guys, what made you think that none of us knew that reference? I have
you lost me.
HBO Max.
No. I'm
next.
Lost. For what it's worth.
I'm also lost, and I don't care to be not lost. Use the words to describe the situation at hand rather than likening it to something.
So while we are fighting, we are trying to do this whole political war, and I think that's what it wants. It wants us to do this whole back and forth thing while it slowly just weeds its way into all of us anyway. Everything's a distraction. It's a fugazi.
So a more apt question then would be, how do we deal with the problem at its root without being consumed like we nearly were before?
Well, this time we know what we're looking for, and we know what it's capable of. To an extent, we know that it can infect other kindred, and those kindred can still use their abilities. We know that portions of it itself can conceal itself. Longtooth, the whole invisible thing, it can do that. So when you think, oh, it left, it probably is just there watching. So
I think we need someone who has it in them to test.
and again, it all circles back around to Grafton.
So we get Grafton, spend some time testing our theories, and then
So, let me just make sure I have this right. We're at step 1, kidnap an Archon.
that's not step
That's
one.
not step one. It's just a part of several steps. I mean,
It's probably like step 5.
I got
Okay.
a meet. I mean, my meeting with Grafton came through Trent, and apparently, since Trent was there, I don't know if he went inside or if he was actually just around. Gee, fucking how much of the shit that we've been doing has just been a little fucking hamster on a wheel to this thing.
Starting to sound like a lot of it has been almost everything that we've been doing has been the hamster on the wheel. I don't think
Lavalley
we've
was
hit
a big
anything
one.
directly.
What's that?
Killing Lavalley was a big bitch.
That's a big bitch.
Well, Lavalley. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. That was Lavalley. We weren't in the room for that. I believe Lupe and Texas were in the room for that. Lavalley was the one saying what he thought it was.
Never heard that. And she did share those theories, so like that's
Yes.
general knowledge for us.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I was sleeping.
You were. You were napping.
Yeah,
It's
well,
okay.
All right,
You're
so
right.
okay. Listen, I've pretty well said my piece. I was wanting to keep abreast of the situation and see where y'all were at, seeing as between you, Fox's little gang, and the Baron, those are sort of the 3 core groups moving and shaking for us right now. So I'm glad that I'm abreast now, that I've got an idea of where you're going. I do want to know.
I got a question for you, Longtooth.
Well,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Shoot.
Sorry. If you were to guess who did it, who do you think did it?
He looks legitimately puzzled. He's like looking around. Probably Deacon.
That's about right.
He did call me nothing that one time, and I shot him a bunch.
Yeah.
I've since calmed an extraordinary amount.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Do you? The fuck does that mean?
Don't play. Don't fucking play. You can't handle this. So, listen. There's only one. I got one last question for y'all. We're gonna end it on a little bit of an easier note. We have to go to Elysium, right? That's gonna be sort of like the agenda of the evening. That's happening regardless.
Mhm.
So have
Any idea on the when?
When? No, they get to fucking call it, and then it's just you're summoned. It's the worst. And then if you don't show up, it's a huge fucking faux pas, and then they'll call it again, and eventually it becomes an issue of domain, and then it becomes an issue of hospitality, and then it becomes an issue of the masquerade, etc., 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 because they don't have tabs on you. You listen to calls to Elysium. It is supposed to be sacred ground. I get it. Have you all been to an Elysium before?
Once.
One time?
I would have to say, Aaron, you as a storyteller can determine that.
Absolutely the fuck not. Deacon, I think
I was gonna ask
has
the same question.
yeah. I do not think that you have been to one, and I do not think that December has been to one. It would make sense that December would have been under accounting during her time in the Camarilla, and I think that Deacon was also kept outside of the Elysium spotlight. Dude has temper problems. Sire knows it. It's not a huge deal, but would have kept him out of Elysium until those things were solved. So Longtooth says, okay, so we've got a yes and a no. So you're going to want to be on your best behavior. That's all well and good. I'd like to ask a little favor. And if anyone wants to bite on this, I will owe you a big, big favor. The Elysium here in town, it is within a very illustrious building. It is in Strathcona Hall itself. A very fantastic set piece, we'll call it, for the bourgeoisie. I've been trying to get in to the personal chambers of Kyle Strathcona within Elysium for a long time. It would be a faux pas to go into those chambers, root around, and see what's there. If any of you have an inkling, a want, I just need to know what the fuck is in there. And me, I don't do well at Elysium, so I'm not going.
Uptown really looks at Longtooth for a hot moment, just trying to figure out what his whole deal is and asking for this.
Deacon is doing the same, but also in his head is trying to plan out who would be the one to get in there. And it per usual, it comes to Lupe's the one that if they got caught, it wouldn't matter.
I'm just saying. If you're trying to glean something,
yeah,
you can go ahead and give me a wits and insight.
Yes,
I would like to. I would like to as well.
I will spend a willpower.
I got 2.
2?
Mm-hmm.
Devin with a crit.
Deacon, as far as you're concerned, Longtooth is implacable. He seems to be a very hard to read individual at the best of times. Uptown, you're far more in tune with individuals that are trying to hold their cards close to their chest, guard their hearts, and not spill intention. He didn't say anything specifically. He didn't. It would be impossible to read the exact nature of what Longtooth wants out of that room. He just simply didn't say enough.
Yeah.
What you can glean, though, is that it is a strange ask in the middle of all of this chaos to ask for the secrets of some hidden chamber within Elysium that seems to be completely disconnected from all of this. So yes, it very likely goes beyond simple curiosity. He's invested, but you don't know why.
Uptown looks at him and says, I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can get in there. But when I come back, I want to know why. Why you're asking.
Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not.
I guess I'll find out which strings go into your back later.
Whatever, man. All right, so I'm gonna skedaddle. You kids have fun doing whatever you're doing.
Later, pal.
Thank you for attending this meeting that I held. Yeah, we'll catch you on the flip flop.
You're doing terrific, pal.
Then Longtooth heads out the front door.
Did Longtooth look like Longtooth?
The whole time that he was in that room, yeah.
Okay. I don't need that type of.
Don't need the attention an unobfuscated Nosferatu brings.
Yeah, that's a lot of memories I have to wipe. You just hear me run into the next room and scream out "forget" to everybody.
Forget!
You don't have focus from anyone. People just hear it and they're just like, what the fuck?
It only works on one
Yeah,
person.
it works on like one dude. It works on Phyllis. Like,
Phil's not even paying attention to begin with.
Yeah.
She's picking out palm tattoos.
Playing Candy Crush. Yeah, so what do y'all do?
Is this a good moment for a human break?
I think this is where we should pull our break. Yeah. That feels pretty appropriate. Folks at home, stick around. We'll be back in a cool 10 minutes. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Stick around. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your local congressperson, tell your garbage collector, tell your mail delivery person. I want you to tell your clerks at the local grocery store. I want every single member of your high school alumni class to know. I want every single person that is on your Facebook friends list. If you don't have that, then tell your Instagram following about us. I want remember that that person that that you used to talk to, that you've sort of like gotten distant from. You used to talk like every day, and like you naturally drifted apart, and like there's no malice towards you for like either party, but like you have a bunch of fond memories of them, but there's just not that communication anymore. I want you to reopen that door with them by introducing them to Another World Tabletop's Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle Sanguine Domain. Or Sanguine Dominion, please. I think that's a great icebreaker after years of not talking to them. And tell your dog I love them. So we'll be back in 10. Stay pretty. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody.
We're
back.
Now, we're joining once again our coterie, still at the MC. Sitting in a round table situation, very likely at the bar that's there. What are y'all wanting to talk about? What do you want to do?
All right. So, as I discussed before, I full on grounded out that house in the suburbs. 100% the locale of like the meat and potatoes of this thing that's been fucking with our shit. How we go about that's a stratagem we can come up with on another night. But just for sure, we know where to hit when the hit needs to happen.
Yes, I think if we get a little bit of time to experiment on what works against such a thing, we can then move in.
I will say this, the fact that with Grafton, that wasn't Grafton that was speaking to us at all, I could feel her consciousness in there, but that was not her speaking. That's like when I do my thing, I can feel I can feel your mind. I felt 2 minds, and hers was very small. at the time. But what I did worked is what I took from it. So our abilities do work on those that are affected. I was able to get it to tell its people to put their guns down. I was able to implant, and honestly, it's been some time since we've seen Grafton. I don't know if the little seed I planted in there has come to fruition in any way, shape, or form, but I left a little bit extra in.
Oh, just making an observation here, Deacon.
Yes.
Me and you and December are all competent at least, or at least understand the basics of how the discipline dominate works, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to point out
Experience not used.
Well, I'd like to point out that when you try and use it on those who are more potent blood-wise, it doesn't usually work.
Yeah.
So either this is something that allowed you to think that you did it, or it's not one of us that's more potent than you.
And on the subject of potency, Lavalley did have access to someone's vitae that was extremely powerful. Beyond any of us, I think.
Well, I think in this particular case, what I did, the mind was inside, but the body was still. Get it? Like, the bloodline of the body was. I don't know. It's a hard thing to explain.
Yeah, I'm saying that's why I'm saying this out loud,
Yes.
because that raises an interesting point.
I mean, my bloodline is a potent one. Like, quite, like, generation-wise, I'm low.
How low? I know that's a pretty indecent question to ask in our society, but like, we're dealing with something where you can affect it mentally. So like, if you want to swear us all to secrecy, like, I ain't gonna say shit.
11.
Okay. So you're certainly not some thin blood.
No. But from what I can tell, 11th, for me only being in this for 10 years, I believe, like, those that are my generation are usually
Much older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, remember when horses were they saw cars come in.
Yes.
Meanwhile, as I make a Game of Thrones reference and someone says HBO now. Now, It's just Max, man. Max.
Okay. Well, that gives us a good leaping off point. At
And
least.
those type of elders are involved somewhere in the line. I can't tell if it's that they've been taken over or that they were involved, but there is some touch of elder about this.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, would I've had the chance to do some research into what my Mala brought up, what's the word for it?
Valdery?
Yes. That I was thinking of the other word for it, which was ritual. I was thinking of that type of ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would I've had a chance to research that? Because if there's a connection between what I think would have gone on with the Primogen and whatever, and the prince and what he brought up, I would bring it up here if I would have had the chance to research it, if I think there's any correlation between
Go
what he
ahead.
said.
And roll me an intelligence plus occult.
Yes, what do we think? This is an important roll that I should burn and add 2 to. I'll leave it to the group.
Not gonna metagame. I know too much.
That's a discussion for you yourself and good old you.
Yeah, you got this, dude.
I'm gonna.
If you
I do
have
not
to
get
ask,
hungrier.
Mhm.
I don't get hungrier.
add 2 dice.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 successes with a crit.
Oh, not messy.
No.
Some people seem to just have a natural knack for, their research gleaning things for them in the moment. Others, they'll put the research in and spend days ruminating on it. Cyclical thought, letting it tumbling around in their mind before those dots connect. This is one of those instances in what can really only be described as a Jimmy Neutron style brain blast.
I was about to say the same thing.
Deacon, you have a very stark moment of prescience. You think back to the research that you've been doing over the past week after your meeting with Mario. There are certain blood rituals that are conducted en masse. There are things like, great hunts where everyone takes sacrament. You've heard rumors of group diableries in recent nights. You've heard now of the Valdery, where everyone drinks of the same cup a collective tincture of vitae from everyone present. It is supposed to grow bonds collectively. It is supposed to create a group dynamic. And it shoves away any other bonds that you might have. And you're starting to think that that sounds a little familiar. If not directly, it is at least adjacent. What happened during the death or ritual sacrifice of Kyle Strathcona is sounding more and more like a familiar set of retae. But that would take a little more digging.
I'll bring that up with the Simber later. There's a little extra bit that I'm still looking into when I get more info, I'll bring it up. I don't have all the pieces, but I'm getting close. As far as bloodlines go, I agree with December. There are those that are probably, well, of lower or maybe equal to my blood, to my generation, or lower.
Lower.
Like
Lower.
ancient. How low are we talking? Like, if you had to put a number on it, what would you assume?
Okay, so for Aaron, my thoughts here is around the flask originally from Lavali that was going to be used to dominate Lupe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was potency 4 when it was discussed. Is
That is correct.
still correct? Okay. What does that correspond to?
Potency 4 or generation 4, Aaron?
That's what I'm asking in terms of what it
Potency 4.
corresponds to. It was
Okay.
potency, so what's the
Potency
gen?
4
Or can I tell that
technically
information?
could be someone embraced today.
Mhm.
However, potency 4 very, very often correlates to a vampire that has several centuries under their belt, at least, if not even further back. A person with potency 4 is your quintessential 1,000-year-old vampire monster on the hill. It's about
So
as
December
old as you
says-
get.
So December says, I'm not kidding when I say elder. I mean elder.
We're not talking about Dracula, are we?
Hopefully not.
I think my sire said he still lives in his castle, so I think we're good there. I look directly at Texas, just like, yeah, motherfucker, you real.
Texas is sitting there going like, shit. I didn't even think about that.
Free with information around here. Interesting. On another note, Uptown and I noticed something the other day. Taking a look at the chantry. There's something in there?
Oh yeah, big weird flesh monster.
Excuse-moi?
A what?
Excuse-moi? I don't
Oh, yeah.
speak French.
Oh yeah, no, big weird flesh monster, like 15 limbs, fucking. It looked like a bunch of people and animals.
What the
You know,
fuck?
you
It was
know.
very
Did you ever have? Did you ever have Play-Doh as a kid?
Yes.
Yeah, you know how when you would take all of the different colors and mash it all together, and then you'd get a huge lumpy ball of green and blue and purple, and it's all kind of melded together. Imagine
Why would
somebody
you do
did that
but I
with
get that.
yeah,
Yeah.
imagine somebody did that with 15 different persons and animals.
Oh,
Just blended it all
What?
together.
I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad he's dead. I don't know who.
The problem
Did
is
it,
it's not
but I'm glad he's
secure.
gone.
It's not secure where it is.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
just
problem.
in there?
Problem.
Oh, it's just in
Correct.
there.
We
I
couldn't
came-
be. I mean, it was Uptown alone.
Yeah, Deacon, you know how good I am at obfuscate? It came an ass hair away from finding me. So close.
So I
Mhm.
think observing that is going to be necessary, and somebody needs to have the correct level of observational skills in order to do so. That's
That's going to come down to
something
who
you
can
need to deal
take
with
it
quickly.
out. No. And he says who can takes it out, and he just points at Texas and just goes, no.
I have one fucking job here. If I can't, you know what? Whatever. he
You
reaches
gonna have-
into like a little side thing where it's got bottled blood. He's just like, fucking whatever. Shit.
Uptown just looks at Texas and just...
What?
Yeah, there
You
are
know
things
what?
that we can't. There's things that we cannot contend. I don't give a fuck how strong you are. There's shit that we can't contend with. All right. He just described a 15-foot people purple flyer people eater, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what he said.
Anyway, it's not an insurmountable problem. It's an upcoming issue to be dealt with by all of us together.
Wait a second. We just finished talking about how we have all of these problems. How do we make this one the Camarilla's problem?
Well, it was Lavali's thing. That could
The
easily
thing
be a
is,
thing. Yes, go ahead.
as brought up by Longtooth, Cam knows something is up. That building is going to be reclaimed by other Tremere. Or
We can
another.
just say that Lavali was killed by this fucking thing that he created, right?
Is there a way to maybe we can like plant evidence, like any
Aaron.
It has
notes?
to be
Any...
convincing, Ash.
Aaron,
Right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have enough XP for it. Can I buy and use a power in this moment for the first time?
DM me what it is.
I'll just say it out loud. It's Sense the Unseen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, I can do that too. I also have.
I know. I'm like, wait. So are we're all just looking around?
Here's the thing. Last episode, I agreed to teach the Ventrue Primogen Auspex 2, and I only had Auspex 1.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
I gotta buy it anyways.
Come join me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will make a Wits and Auspex then, I guess. Because
Sure.
I'm looking around to see if there's any other fucking Nosferatu or anybody listening.
Okay. Yeah.
2, 3, 4. And it is Wits and Auspex. So that will
And that's the main reason why he said, "I'm glad he." Deacon said, "I'm glad he's dead." I don't know who did it, but I'm glad he's dead.
making a rouse check to boost
While
my
that's
dice
being
pool.
rolled, December does, upon seeing Texas go grab a bottle of blood, offer to give it a flavor.
Spend a willpower.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we can do that. Absolutely. It's just kind of that'd be great.
And then from her purse, she just takes out a little series of vials and she tips 3 or 4 in, gives it a gentle shift, and hands it back to you.
It's gonna be 8 with a crit, Aaron.
Okay.
This is delicious. What is it? This is like autumn in a bottle. I love it.
Did December just pumpkin spice that blood?
Okay, I did. Thank you. I did it properly. I didn't say anything to do with pumpkin. No, there's cinnamon, there's nutmeg, there's vanilla. Let's go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cloves, you know.
Yep.
So, okay.
So aside from that delectable
Yeah.
uh
With 8
delicacy,
successes,
Yeah.
you reveal the presence of no one.
Okay. Uptown looks over both shoulders in a way that is familiar, but December, you can tell something's new. It's almost like Uptown's looking for something that shouldn't be there. And then he's like, all right, fuck it. Now that he's gone, I trust you all enough to tell you this. And he looks right at Texas as he says it. You know how he said we need somebody to infiltrate the Camarilla? Well, you already have one.
Do what
Excuse
now?
me.
How what now?
Oh, yeah, you're looking at the new Malkavian Primogen.
Congratulations!
What?
Yeah.
How? No, wait. When? No, wait. Why?
You're
Yeah,
all
let's do that one.
no. You're all sworn to secrecy now. You already know that. I might as well tell you this too. And Uptown looks at December, and his flesh starts to melt. And all of a sudden, you're looking in your own eyes, at your own face.
Okay, understood.
And when
Are
you
you done?
turn to look back, he's back to himself. All right, now that
creepy
everybody's on the
because
same.
It was
Yeah,
creepy
now-
because it's perfectly symmetrical. That's why it was creepy.
Yeah. So now that we're all on the same page, how can I leverage this? Who do I point the finger at? Because I'm really good at not getting caught, but the planning was never really my forte.
Yeah, fuck, the options are endless now. Now that we got this.
Yeah.
I think we need to sit with this for a day,
Hmm.
come back tomorrow night, and speak.
Yeah, it sucks when there's an abundance of people you can put the shit on. We kind of need someone to test. So do we want to put it on Grafton? But if we actually know, I don't think anyone here. No one has the balls.
I
to
don't
do
even.
it.
No. I also don't think a Primogen has the firepower to point it at an
Yeah.
Archon.
Yeah,
That's
an
the problem.
Archon is.
You were saying something about a ritual?
Yeah,
Who'd you learn about that from?
I got a guy.
Okay. How does he
And-
know about it?
Oh, he.
Because if it's something that a Camarilla Primogen shouldn't do,
He's independent. Now.
okay. What was he?
Once upon a time, he was the other option.
Oh.
Cloaked in shadow.
Are you saying he was?
Look, Lasombra did Lasombra stuff.
Oh, he was Sabat.
Was. Now he's doing his own thing, as a lot of them are.
So,
Well, a lot of them are Camarilla now, but
so this ritual that you're talking about bears a resemblance to what they did in that room. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. It needs
So
a little
LaValle
more-
was tied up in something that looked like Sabat. That's what I'm
Could
hearing.
be. Could be something that can
And Anatoly
clear any.
came.
It can clear.
Anatol-
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was like, apparently it can clear blood bonds, make the group strong, blah, 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 blah. It endears you to the group you have it with instead of any other ties you already have.
This is the fucking smoking gun we need. Some weird Sabat mojo that LaValle was fucking tied up in, and now he's dead. So all of a sudden, if that gets out, now it's not a problem of somebody gacked LaValle and he was a Primogen. Now it's a problem of how was LaValle a Primogen and also doing Sabat shit. Frankly, the Camarilla should be thanking us
Correct.
for dealing with that problem, in my opinion.
And maybe that monster was a Sabat experiment gone wrong.
Very possible.
Who knows? I certainly don't. I'm not the Malkavian Primogen.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. I'm also not the Malkavian Primogen, but I've been around long enough to know that if there's one fucking group that the Camarilla hates more than us, it's the fucking Sabat.
Well, everybody hates the fucking Sabat. I'm pretty sure even the Sabat hated the fucking Sabat.
This is exactly the scapegoat we needed.
So
now it's not an Anarch problem. It's the Anarchs and Camarilla in Calgary have a Sabat problem. All of a sudden,
how fast can we do that?
Well, here's the best part. You know what's really a great time for spreading rumors and hearsay?
Elysium.
Sweep season.
Elysium.
What the fuck did you just
Now,
Sweep season. It's a reality TV show term.
yeah, okay. Yep.
You gave me so many flashbacks when I worked in news. I fucking hated sweeps. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a huge connection. Do you know the name of this ritual? Because if I'm going to sell being an old ass fucking Malkavian primogen, I'm going to need to know it.
Please
I have a
correct me if
question.
I say it's yes. No, it's not to me, is it?
No, it's for Aaron because I'm wondering if what December knows about this is related to, or it's just a similarity of what the ritual is. Because I recall the ritual of the bitter rose being involved in this event. Would that be a segment of what Deacon is talking about?
I would like Detective December to really quickly give me an intelligence plus occult.
Okay, let's do it.
Is that like 10 dice?
It's like 16 dice.
It's only 7.
It could be 9.
7 of 9.
Yeah.
Nice reference.
Okay, let's see. Why not get some willpower going here?
Hell yeah.
Because
That's what I'm talking
Detective
about.
December loves a good bit of knowledge. So that was worth it. That is 5 successes.
Incredible.
The ritual of the bitter rose, as far as you know, is a ritual that is specifically for sharing diablerie. It is supposed to segment out the soul, or that's what they call it, of an individual in order to give everyone that is present for the ritual the generation of the one being slain.
Right.
The Valdery is a very similar blood-sharing ritual. Different effects. Takes the mixing of vitae. It involves specific chanting. It needs to have all of the members present. And it has supernatural effects. This is going to take some research. You're largely unfamiliar with the different rite of the Sabbat. But your knack for the occult, coincidences don't really exist. Blood magic's pretty rigid. And you're definitely educated enough to know that some rituals go back before the Tremere were even a clan, even though the Tremere loved to attest that they were the progenitors of blood magic. But you've held a few grimoires, since that is quite literally your expertise, that span millennia, not the very short lifetime of your clan back in the 1100s. And so you think this is worth an investigation.
Deacon, I need all you know about this ritual as far as you've understood it, and I need some time.
I can help. I'm a bit of a detective myself.
Lastly, folks, the person I'm impersonating was in that room as well. That bears mentioning. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna owe Vincent big time. Or he'll owe me because he's the Primogen now. I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
But
So how do I play that it happened, but that I was coerced?
You're not the only one who was there and didn't partake. It seems to have required willing participation, whether that willing was under their own steam.
this could be as simple as the Malkavian Primogen had a meeting. Well, we don't have to mention that Anatoly was here, but it could be.
No, I think it's better if we mention that Anatoly's here, because that's going to throw a wrench in the entire Camarilla's gears.
Hold on, am I remember Anatoly's like the harbinger of freaking destruction?
Shit.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. And everyone shits their pants.
It could be. It could have been as simple as Anatoly just randomly showed up, and I walked away while they were having that when I was supposed to be going inside because I saw him just kind of come around the corner. It's something as simple as that because
I like it.
Malkavian whip disappeared as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I doubt they'll be eager to confirm the details directly with the source.
That the question is, so that's actually a good point. Would this be a situation to where we would need to bring Anatoly into this?
Only in name. I don't think. Well, one,
I don't
there's
see a
no,
downside to name dropping him.
Yeah,
I don't see a downside either, but
I don't think there's a version of reality where we can make him come back because for all we know, he's on his way to the other side of the world because a Vision Quest took him there.
I mean,
he was pretty caught up in this one.
Wait, what am I talking about? They're going to root around in my brain, and I got a thing for that. It'll be fine.
that was going to be the next thing. I was like, if this is something that's presented at Elysium, I could see how they would use something to kind of see if you were telling the truth or not. So how do we disguise that?
Well, that's also an interesting point, because that's generally very frowned upon in Elysium.
A lot of things have been happening, though.
And it depends on the method, because if there are suspicions around a certain type of murder, and she kind of glances at Tex, there are ways to find that out that aren't very obvious.
Why does everybody keep glancing at me tonight?
Some of
I
us
think we
three
all
of
just
us
kind of
glance
we
at
all
you.
just we all just look at you.
Everyone's just like, what? Oh shit.
Listen, man, you're the one that did the forbidden slurp. Now we got to deal with the fallout.
Okay, have we talked about this? Because now it's starting to feel like, you Texas thing. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
I know you're not.
Who said?
However,
you all said it with the glances and the you did the thing and you did the thing. Well, it's starting to feel like I was wrong.
Everyone else except for the people in this room are going to be horrified and think you're wrong. That's what we mean.
That's the problem.
I understand.
I agree with you.
If we're disregarding what the people outside this room think, I personally witnessed what happened, and you made the right decision.
Yes.
I don't want to put it lightly, but you were both in danger. I don't know if you remember, and kind of looks over at Uptown and Deacon.
Mm-hmm.
The smell of his flesh was coming through as he burned from these wards, and we were not prepared. But we were.
I'm just asking, can we not? It's with the glances and everyone being like, you sipped the wrong Capri Sun, Tex, and then it's followed by this.
It's like, not that you did. It's we don't care that you did it. Fuck that guy. It's the fact that certain people are going to just be looking for someone to say, "Ooh, you did this," and they can look directly at you and see that you did it.
Yes,
I know.
They
that's
don't have
why
to
I
ask
haven't made any suggestions of going to Elysium or
to
speaking to anybody. Like, no, I can't. It would make no sense of me going.
Well, one, you did it, and two, you're a Bruja, so I don't think they're going to really be like, "No, the Bruja didn't come to Elysium."
Just stop making me feel bad, Deacon. That's what I'm asking. Shit, keep planning.
How about instead?
Use your words next time.
How about instead? Sometimes a glance is good.
Fine. Getting all self-conscious and shit.
It's a nice plaid you're wearing.
It's new.
He can't say, like, he's still aggressive about it. He's like, it's a nice plaid, you fucking.
Is there anything else that needs to be?
No, I think this horse is dead past beating. So,
Excellent.
Actually, no, not in this meeting. Just remembering, Uptown, you needed to talk to me about something.
oh yeah, we'll get to that at another time. I'll bring it up. We'll have a
Heard.
meeting. Yeah.
Heard.
Okay, well, Deacon, this is for
Yes.
you. And December holds out a piece of folded parchment. The information we discussed. It's all there. And
Gotcha.
walks over to Texas. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, I do. It's fine.
Let's talk.
As they're walking out, just glances at Deacon and fucking Uptown.
Uptown
When you
looks at
glance,
you. Uptown goes.
when you glance at me, I give you just the sneakiest.
The dichotomy of man. There it is.
Jesus. Yeah, what's going on?
I feel that you have some doubts about how the rest of the group feels about what happened with Lavali, but I need you to know I have no doubts.
Thank you. And that actually does help. It just, the way that everybody speaks about it, it kind of makes it seem like when the shit actually hits the fan, it's easy to point the finger at good old Tex in this situation. And I feel a little disposable right now.
And yet you're far from it. Do you think Lupe would be working under her own devices right now if you hadn't been there? If I had been in your place, I'd probably be back in the pyramid right now.
I know. And again, I appreciate it. And I understand that what I did was necessary, or I wouldn't have done it. If there was any other option, I would have took it. But it's just the way that everybody refers to me in this moment. It's a little bit frustrating. That's the biggest part.
Well, then let me be the first to say it. Thank you. Thank you for ending him. Thank you for stopping him. Thank you for freeing Popinus, even though you didn't know it was going to happen. Thank you for protecting Lupe.
You're welcome. Thank you for saying it. 'Cause nobody else had.
Yeah. You know, I kind of wondered what exactly I could have to offer you when you hung around, said hello. You've got a lot to offer, Texas. Don't feel disposable. The one thing I can help with, if you're willing to take it, is peace. Don't let those doubts get you down. Talk to me. We'll sort it all out.
It's you can, as you say that, you can kind of see Tex just do this, like ever so like slowly, and he kind of gets back and he's like, it's yeah. I appreciate that. That actually probably would help a lot.
Good.
If you need something from me, you just let me know. I'll figure it out.
Yes, I appreciate it. I'll need your company. Uh, maybe not tomorrow night. We have business to attend to, but
Right. There's things. Yeah.
in a couple of days, nights.
Maybe another bike ride or something. I could probably help you in your shop or something.
Yes, whatever you like. See you later,
Okay.
okay? And if if they're getting you down, I'm just a phone call away.
I know.
And one thing that I'll say is this during this conversation, December is also studying Texas to see if she can discern a noticeable shift in behavior from before and after event. Because I know that, it had been established that things were successful and safe in the moment, but she is checking all her boxes.
Yeah. Honestly, in this moment, again, I'm pretty sure Aaron's going to give you a pull, but it would be the equivalent to at advantage. All walls are down. Like you've successfully relaxed him.
I think it could most certainly be at. I don't know if I'd add any additional to the dice, but I think we could probably do it like this. Texas. I'm going to have December roll. Then I would like you to choose how honest you would like to be, considering those things. I'm going to leave this between the both of you. So, I'm thinking a wits and insight.
Okay. Three successes.
I think post event, I think in this conversation for the first time, you've seen Texas's shoulders relax. Right? He's been on edge the entire time. Very quick to aggravation, very short tempered, even more so beforehand. But in this moment, you can kind of see a lot of that wash away, which makes it very more obvious that it was there to begin with. Um, Outside of that, you can see looking in his eyes that he's looking for something. It's not shifty, but you can always tell when they're looking for something, whether it's in you, through you, or past you. It's very confused. But yeah, I think that's what you glean.
December, we'll remember that. And she'll head out.
That feels an appropriate moment to zoom out. A short period of time passes. I would go so far as to say that the next events happen on the subsequent evening. Everyone has had a chance to rest, to feed, and it's at the dawning of the night that we zoom in to the occult shop. December, you're not too terribly accustomed to intensely loud noises around the occult shop. You live in a decently quiet part of Calgary. It is a, unfortunately, gentrified part of the city. It's not ideal, but it is a place where you can do business and be mostly unbothered. Upon the rooftop, you hear a very tremendous bang. It sounds akin to someone dropping a safe or a ton of cement on the top of your roof. Dust falls from some of the shelving, and one of your coven come sprinting downstairs.
I ran into them on the stairs, actually.
That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. It is one of the twins, Corey. She looks to you with panic in her eyes. There's a big guy. He's on top. I thought he left. He's
Did
back.
the roof fall in?
The roof. There's cracks. There's definitely cracks. I'm a little.
No
I'm
hole
a little,
yet.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like 9 feet tall. He's so big.
Yes,
He's so big.
Just don't look at him. Imagine that he's just a glorious effigy of a deity unknown to you as of yet. Just put this out of your mind and go into the back room.
Okay.
I'll go up there.
Yeah, okay. You make your way to the rooftop. And on this chilly Calgarian winter night, you see, standing on the rooftop, stoically staring at the door that leads into the shop proper, Pothanos. As if it could be anyone else. His wings are folded around him, and he's, for the first time, wearing a real set of what appears to be clothing.
What's his outfit?
Cut into the back of a very plain set of slate gray robes is Pothanos' entire outfit. It is a garment in the most utilitarian sense of the word. Something that he could pull the hood up on, or some such thing. But he does pull his wings around him, and he stares at the door as you exit through it.
Welcome back. Would you like to talk?
I would like to have a conversation, yes.
Excellent. Next time you visit, land a little more gently. This house is made primarily of wood.
Should we speak inside?
Yes, please.
He
hang on, I'll get the window. She'll rush out.
All right. Squeezing through, Pothanos makes his way in behind you. And where do you lead him?
I assume that all the upstairs rooms are blacked out, so I'm gonna still go with the sitting room.
Okay.
The front upstairs room.
He looks around as you lead him into the room, and he sees the overstuffed paisley love seat that is on one side of the room, and he, gently tucking his tail to his side, takes a seat on it, and you hear an incredible groan and a very gentle crack of wood as he sits.
Well, I did say gently. Hello.
I have questions for you.
Excellent. I will be happy to answer. I will ask some in return if you are all right with this.
We will see.
You can choose to answer or not answer as we get to them.
I know. That is
Great.
how questions work.
You start.
Who was the one who slew my captor?
Why do you want to know?
As my senses return to me, it occurs that I owe them a great debt.
Then I'll tell you. My friend Texas.
Texas. That is a name from an old language.
Is it?
Yes. I believe it is your turn.
Where have you been?
In a cage.
I mean, between your end of your service and leaving this rooftop recently.
I have been in a place that reminds me of home.
And you've been safe. No one has discovered you.
I don't believe so.
Well, that's good to hear.
Are you... Are you Tremere?
Complicated question. Technically, yes, but not in the same way as he was.
Did you serve in Vienna?
No? Question mark? Is that the answer?
That is your answer, yes.
Okay,
100%.
great.
December has never fucking been to Vienna.
Yeah, like, not, never.
Good. Your turn.
What are you planning to do next?
I don't know. I get snippets, flashes of the life that I had, and I have nightmares of the sins that I needed to commit on behalf of my oppressors. And now I wrestle with the idea of deciding my own fate.
You're afraid to make the wrong decision?
I worry that if I follow my instincts, that it would just mean more death. And
Sometimes death is necessary. Sometimes change is necessary instead.
I have heard ones like us speak of the necessity of death. And I find that to be an ultimate irony. Because every one of us, to a man, has sought nothing else than to escape it. And so if truly it is necessary, then we should choose our expiration dates.
I agree, though I'm not ready for mine yet. There's a time for all things, but to sustain undeath, death is required.
We are abomination.
And
I have yet to be shown a reason why any of us should be given another night of existence. Truly.
well, the way I think of it, we're the lesser of many evils. There are kindred who bring something into this world instead of just take it. There are others who are a perpetual drain on all levels of the world that they touch. Some of us sticking around is valuable.
If you were given an opportunity to change the very structure of where you live, to take it in your hands and shape it into something better, but it meant a colossal destruction, would you do it?
What are the consequences of not doing it? Often the same destruction.
I have heard rumor that there is one who serves not the Ivory Tower, who is a leader of a sect outside.
One like you, or one more like me?
No, like you, one Baron LePage.
Of course.
I'd like to speak with him.
Really? Are you interested in
Yes.
politics?
I'm interested to see if there is anyone among us who can truly lead altruistically.
Alright. It can be arranged. However, once this meeting is arranged, your existence, word of it will spread.
Good.
Okay. As long as you know what you're getting into.
I don't fear for me.
I don't fear for you so much as worry about consequences.
I think the consequences are never going to amount to worse than a millennia in a cage.
As long as you survive them.
Oh.
And I do too.
I also do not worry so much about that. I fear that there is not much in this domain that can kill me.
I'm glad to hear that because you are a treasure. You hold so much knowledge.
It's
There's
fractured.
value in you sticking around, even if you can't access it. Working towards it is possible.
Why is it that the humans that surround you are not servitors? I don't understand that dynamic. Do you not
mean the coven?
hold power over them?
Power. I hold power over them, but they choose to heed it. It's the power of a family that you chose to build, rather
But
than an innate obligation that you were forced into.
did they drink of you?
They have recently. They did not always, and they were here long before they did. The drink was also a
Then
choice.
you have taken something beautiful and you have twisted it into the illusion of free will.
Sometimes in order to protect, there needs to be a level of deception. This is for safety reasons, not just because I need lackeys. We were always a coven. We still are. Now with a measure of security.
Pothanos stands up. I am glad that you can rationalize and that you believe that your thralls respect you out of good faith. I have lost the ability to lie to myself. And it is a blessing and it is a curse. Thank you for your time.
Semver silently watches him go, and something none of the coterie have seen, she is angry, crying, alone in the room for a few minutes before she composes herself and exits as if it never came over her.
Meeting you at the door is one of your more humane and incredibly friendly coven members, Sandra. The one who enjoys concoctions and tinctures and has served very often with you at mac and cheese nights and community gatherings. And she stands at the door and she just looks worried. Is everything okay?
Of course, everything is well.
Sandra looks to you up and down, trying to get a read. And she looks more worried than usual. And she seems to dote over you a little more than usual. And her concern seems a little bit exaggerated. And it seems like she's really reaching for a little bit more, a little further connection. And you've been alive long enough. You notice just the very barest hint of hunger in her expression and demeanor. And Pothanos' words ring out a little bit. And it makes you wonder if any of the community and friendship and good faith was even worth it if you can just purchase loyalty and friendship with blood. And right there is where we're going to end it for the evening. Hi, everybody. This has been Sanguine Dominion. Hey, everybody. This has been Daryl's Traps. I hope you enjoyed the trap show tonight. It's been a great time. It feels really good to have Ian back. It feels really bad to not have Lupe. But you know, tonight was a good night. Tonight was really fun. I think, as we always do, we're going to really quick go around the table, introduce ourselves, and then we're going to get out of here and hope that T-Pain is live so that we can raid into him.
T-Pain is live.
T-Pain's live.
he's
Oh,
live.
I love
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
looked-
I
I
love that
looked
shit. We're
immediately.
so rating into T-Pain, so everybody stick around for that. We're gonna get him on the channel one day, everybody. That's gotta happen. That's gotta happen. So, Ian, we're gonna go clockwise. Tell him who you are. You've been gone for a minute, so remind everybody who the fuck is your boy Big.
Hey, that's me. It's your boy Big, or Ian. Of course, I play Texas. If you want to know what I'm doing next, just pick social media, type in YABOIBIG, and you'll find me. And if you don't, let me know so we can monopolize that. But yeah, that's it. Next.
Brendan.
It's me. I'm Brendan, aka Trap McFiggins, or Trap McFiggins 0 if you're looking for me on TikTok or Blue Sky. Those are the places that you can most often find me. I'm also a variety streamer. I do all kinds of fun stuff. Elder Scrolls, Stardew Valley. Just started a modded Stardew Valley
Roller Coaster
playthrough.
Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. I do that, and it's not a meme. I fucking love that game. It's so much fun. And yeah, I play everyone's favorite dirty little freak boy, Uptown. So if you want more of that, tune in next week.
Daryl.
Hello, I'm Daryl. I've been playing Deacon Hill, the Ventru, who honestly went AWOL for a full week and was just like, nobody really. I guess nobody needed anything. You can find me all over the internet at Mr._Daryl Dorsey or Daryl Dorsey or Daryl Tyrone. Here on Twitch, you can find me at Daryl Sucks at Gaming, where I'm trying to get back into the swing of actually streaming, playing video games. I am likely going to be streaming tomorrow. If you can't tell by Deacon's actual job, which is an investigator and private security person, I like investigative games, so I'm probably going to stream LA Noire. All cops are bastards, but sometimes you want to play a little investigative game. So you can catch me there tomorrow. Any further updates about that, you can find it on all the aforementioned social medias.
Charmy.
Hello, it's me, Charmy, also known as Captain Charmy, various places around the internet. I have been December, the Blood Witch. There's a lot of shit going on right now, okay? Um, you can find me here, of course, playing this absolutely amazing freaking game, but also check me out on Wednesdays over on the Mandy's channel, playing D&D as Aurora the hot girl sorcerer who's like gonna become a god or something, who knows. Anyway, that's me.
Hi, everybody. I'm Story Dad. I tell TTRPG stories on the internet. I love doing that with all of my friends and the wonderful cast that we have here on the channel tonight. Fucking shout out all y'all. This was great. This was a great episode. What a banger to end it out on. Had a fantastic time. Feels good to be back. Feels so fucking good to be back. I love this story. So we are gonna raid into T-Pain. Oh, you can find me fucking telling stories here. I'm over on Smoking Glue Guns' channel for Veil of Atheum. Yeah, I was on Winter's Tales for Wild Magic West a little while ago. I'm all over the fucking internet. I'm telling stories all over. So hopefully telling a Cosmere TTRPG story here soon. Fucking watch for casting for that. Fuck's sakes. But no, seriously, my God. But yeah, no, we're gonna raid out real quick. T-Pain. Cause T-Pain's the shit. One of these days
Broke up with my girl last night, so I went to the club.
Yeah,
I'm so
absolutely.
excited. I get to see him in Houston in October.
No shit. Really? I love that.
It's gonna
I love
be the
that.
shit, dude. I'm so excited.
Oh my God. We got real T-Pain fans in the cast, everybody. Fucking would you look at that? T-Pain come and play fucking Dungeons and Dragons with us, man. Like, fucking come and hang out. Absolutely. Anyway,
I feel like you would. I feel like you would.
That's the real deal. I think if we keep raiding into T-Pain, maybe something will eventually come of it. Wouldn't that be the craziest thing ever? We love T-Pain. He's the dopest fucking dude.
Dedication, okay?
Dedication. Yes. Every single Saturday he streams. Every single Saturday we raid into him. I need a huge raid train to happen one of these days where we just like double his followers, and then I hit him up. I just DM the account and I'm like, T-Pain, if you've got 3 hours free on any day of the week, I'll make time. Any time of the day, I'll make time.
Well, I will call out of work.
Yeah, what?
Oh my god, dude! I
will say to my boss, I need this afternoon off. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with T-Pain.
Yeah, 100%.
We're playing with T-Pain. Taking the ball, the level up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's so sick. Anyway, okay, cool. All y'all, we'll catch you on T-Pain's channel. See y'all next week.
I'm not fucking around.